Hello, welcome back to Always the Boy. Now for you today I have got a commercial John Deere R43 mower which I picked on eBay. It doesn't have a grass box, it does have a cable issue which I will show you in a minute, but let's go and have a look at it. But just before we do that, if this is your first time to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and hit that grey notification bell, and then you'll be told when I'm doing another video next time. So let's go and have a look at this and see if this thing runs. Well, this is the mower. It's a R43 turbo star system. So if I lift this up here as well, it's got a nice strong blade underneath. It does need sharpening as well. If we go around here, what I'm saying about the cable is because of the dead man's handle, that should be in there, but even with that it is not doing nothing to this at all, because this should really be pushing in like that to release the brake so we can start the engine, but it is not doing it. But the throttle lever does work, as you can see just down there. It doesn't have the box on it, and it does have a box that needs a because it's a mulching mower probably as well, and it needs a chute inside the grass bag as well, so all the grass can be lifted back up to it. It's got the quantum engine on it. I don't know if it works yet. What I'll do first is I'll just spray some fuel into there, and we'll see if that works. But before I do that, I'm going to take this cable off and just clamp this up and then spray some fuel in there, and then we'll see if it works. So let's go and get some fuel. I'll take that cable off and we'll see if we can fire this up. Oh, I've just taken this cable off. You can see why it ain't working there. I mean, that's broken there, so that really should be extended there, and all the plastic's broke, and that's the reason why that. I have got another cable which I could try on it. I think it might work, but let's clamp it up first and then we'll see if it runs. Right, okay, so let's give this a go. Right, as you saw, that works. So let's stick some fuel inside the actual tank, and we'll see if it runs actually with the carburetor. More in there. Doesn't seem to be leaking. Let's see if this goes. Right, so it's not working with the carburetor. So what I'm going to do first, we'll get the cable on, and because I'm going to have to make an adjustment with it. So let's sort that out first, and then we try this again. Alright, so we put this in there. That goes into there like that. It's not the same one. We'll clip that into there. Alright, so then this goes into there. Bring that up a little bit so you can see that bit better. Right, so now if that there was onto there like that, it pulls it forward, but it stops there. So what I need to do is hold it around about there, and it does the brake. That's all it needs. So I need to drill a hole there so I can put this cable back onto there. So let's go and get my drill bits, and I'll do that once it's done, and then I'll come back. Right, so I'll get this cable in. Get a washer and a bolt underneath. I will cut the bolt off because I don't need it that long. Okay, so that's there, and we now have it working. Right, so let's give this a go now. As you saw, that runs alright. I think it's running just a little bit slow. I might have to just do something with the governor. I think it sounds a bit low to me, unless it's just a very good engine. What I want to try is the height adjuster, which it's got this button here, so you push downwards. Oh, so that's working, but it's not working upwards. Hang on. Right, so you go downwards. Okay, and put your foot on that. I think that might need some oiling up, I think. So we'll have a look at that. Let's just get it on the bench and give it a good clean up. Alright, so let's take this apart here. Let's have a look at the inside of it. Let's get the magnetic tray there so we don't lose no buttons. Let's have a look at the air filter. Well, it's not too bad on the inside, so that wouldn't have really been causing no problems, but I will replace that, stick a new one on it. And let's have a look at this. We'll just have a check of the governors. There's my goggles. I need those. Right, let's have a look at these springs. There's a spring there. It does. I'm just wondering. It doesn't seem like it's stretched. Right. Well, this is a different type of system on this engine, on this Briggs & Stratton one. Yeah, this is new on me on this one. got a good spring on there, and if I do the lever, yeah, that's as far as it's meant to go. That's nothing wrong with that at all. We'll take all this off anyway, undo the tank and that, take the carb off, give it a good clean on it, and then we'll put it back together. Now I know I don't have to take this carburetor apart, but I'm taking it off anyway, because I want to give it a clean out, and I want to check inside it. And I'll put fresh fuel in, and it's running, but to me it's still running a bit too slow. But everything looks fine on the governors, so we'll give this a clean just to make sure all the jets are clean as well. As you can see, it is dirty, it needs a cleaning, plus this gasket's had it, that's perished really, and that could be another reason. But let's get this bow undone. And we'll have a look, see what it's like inside here. Oh, that come undone nice and easy. Makes a change. Well, it doesn't seem much dirt coming out. It smells okay to me. It's got a bit stuck there. No, still not it. Okay. Now give that a clean. Oh. Alright, just give this a little tap. There we go. Well, there is some rubbish inside there, look at that. But it's not cruddy. Take that out, take the float out. I do not want to lose the needle seat. Let's get that right, camera's over there. Yeah, I don't want to lose that needle seat. Right, can I get this rubber washer off? No, I can't, so I'm going to leave it. Right, we'll stick this in the ultrasonic cleaner and see how that goes. Right, the underneath of this really isn't too bad. It's just got some surface grass on it, so it has been cleaned underneath quite regularly, which is really good. I need to take this blade off, and this has got one of those Allen key bolts, which I don't like whatsoever. I did have to make myself one, and I broke it. Now I need to see if I can find myself another Allen key which fits that, and cut it down so that I can actually try and unbolt it. So let's go find one and see if we can get this blade off. Well, that was a stroke of luck. I actually had it hanging up on the magnetic bar on the wall there, so I'm hoping this is going to come off nice and easy. So there's a bit of movement there. I had to make this one myself so it fitted. I don't know where I can get them from. Let's get it on full power and we'll see if this goes. Oh, look at that. That was a result. Well, it's quite clean. It's not a bad blade as it happens. It does need cleaning up, which I will do. I'll tell you what, that is quite sharp. That really just needs cleaning up. That is sharp both sides. So what I'll do is I'll give it a good clean, and I'm going to give it a paint. Well, there you have that on that. That's all nicely sprayed again, and yeah, it's all nice and clear. I think I really got lucky on this, and this blade's got a lovely nice sharp. I hardly had to touch it. All I did was took the rust off and it was already done. So There you are, the underneath is all done. Well, I've given it a good old half-hour clean on that, and I think that's come up really nice. I only used washing up liquid on this one. So let's get this thing back together again. That's been maybe just pulling up. Oops, just lost the needle. You could hear Dizzy Di in the background talking to her mum. Talking to her on the phone, so remember the safe distancing. Alright, so get that back onto there. I'll stick this on and then we'll put it back onto the machine. One thing I have noticed, I think I'm going to make an adjustment. If you see on this side of the coil and this side is out further than what this one is, so I'm going to undo those and set those so they're both the same. Let's start putting this thing back together. First we'll start with this carburetor, which will sit onto there, and then I'll get the 2 bolts for it. Should have been ready with the bolts. Oops. Let's put that one in first in. So you can just by hand a little bit. There you go. Next I think I'll put that little spring on. No, I can't put that on yet. I need to get the flap on first. I think this is the first one. No, this is the second one I've actually done one of these ones here. We've just got to get the right bolt for that. Okay, so I've tightened that up. I should have said socket, not bolt. And I've put the spring on there, so now that works lovely. Okay, so I'll get those bolts on, I'll get the fuel tank on, and then we'll come back. Put the breather on, and then gently put those. Don't want to cross thread them. Something's not right there. Try again. That's that one. Let's hope this one goes in. That's it. And then this one up there. That needs to move up a little bit, so we'll just loosen these up. that's it. Right, so everything there is back together again, so we're just going to put this brand new filter back into there. Right. So I'm not going to put the cover on top of here, and I'm not going to put the cover on here, because when it's running, when we take it outside now, I think I might just have to adjust this a bit. I think that might have been bent, that's better. And then we'll see if it runs a little bit better than what it was before. Let's put a new spark plug on. So there we have it on this John Deere R43. It started up, well, I was actually surprised how easy it actually started. It was really, really nice. It started a lot better than what it did last time, and it was the governor which was slowing it down. I just pulled this little bar back a little bit, and as you heard on the footage there, it did speed up a little bit more. So there he is. I can't really do no more to this now. I gave it a little clean up. I don't have a grass box for it, so I'm going to have to try and look one up, or if anyone's out there who knows one that's got one, or if someone has got one, please let us know in the comments. If I can't get a grass box for it, I will keep it until I can. I'll probably leave it for about, oh, if I keep it for a year. If not, I will sell it probably locally if I can, or I will stick it back on eBay. As a good running, fully serviced lawnmower. I should get back more than what I actually paid for it. I paid £15 on eBay for this. £15 John Deere. You can't beat that, can you? So I'll stick all these bits one back afterwards. And yeah, this is all there is to this one on this one. I think that's a nice little buy, providing I can get a grass box for it. If I can get a grass box for it, I will, yeah, I'll make a little bit of profit on this one. I think really, really nice. So that's all there is on this one. Don't forget, please, if you like this one, give us a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel, and hit that little grey notification bell, and then you'll be told when I'm doing another one. So if you did like this one, cheers, thanks for watching, and till next time, cheerio.